get into our plyos here, even when we do our box jumps, I don't want to sacrifice our landing position. So you've seen on the videos where athletes have maybe a 30-inch vertical, but they're jumping on something about 52 inches high. Well, they're doing a lot of hip mobility. That's great hip mobility, but we're not getting what we're looking for out of the landing part of it here. So don't worry about the box height. The boxes are there to reduce the landing forces. That's all the boxes are there for. So as we do these jumps here, think about that there's a hurdle here. We're trying to get up and over the hurdle so we can land soft and proper landing on the boxes. If you're trying to fight for that range of motion, landing in a deep squat position, the boxes are too high and it's defeating the purpose of the jump here. Okay, so we're going to start off. Lane's going to start on this one here. Just to regain some of the properties that we're looking for is we're going to go into the depth drops now. So just like we did beginning, our stick landings, our snap downs here, we can do the same things off of boxes here. I want him to land in an athletic position, arms going back, sticking this position here. Okay, go ahead, step down. It's not too far away. Stick it here. Okay, good weight distribution. He's going to step back up. Step down, stick. Now he can alternate, the feet are coming down. Now pay attention to the weight distribution. Weight is going to be mid-foot. He's not falling forward, he's not falling backwards. And if go ahead and jump towards them, step off towards them. Now if I have an athlete, if you do a bad one for me and cave in for me. Now as we talked about the warm-up here, did the hips give out or the feet give out? It could be one or the other. A lot of the times we're very reliant on our shoes. So sometimes doing these low level step downs are very good as cues for me as a coach, so I can see what's happening. If I have an athlete that is going to be very reliant on caving in, I may take a band and I may put that band just above the knees to give them a little bit of feedback so they can feel what should be turning on, how they want to land. Excuse me. So go ahead, do that and give me a proper one here. Good. Watch yourself falling forward here, be nice and center. And as you look straight on, knees are not caving in, knees are staying straight underneath. Okay? So that would be a low level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them to the side. We're going to jump up to these box now. So we're going to go into take away the counter movement here. I want to work pure strength here. I want to work pure concentric motion here, no stretch reflex. I'm going to have him snap down, stick, hold, kill his momentum for about 2 seconds, and then explode up. Just like he did on the depth drops, he's going to land the same thing back here. Now, if you notice, I've set up a box here, he can step down. I'm reducing the load on these boxes here with this landing. If I have him jump down or step down, I'm actually creating more harm to him. So that's why I always set a box up that they can step down to the side. So go ahead and do this one. Snap down, stick, freeze, and hop. Land soft, good athletic position. Step down to the side. Let's do it again. And as you notice, mentally, he's got that hurdle right here in his head. He's going up and over that hurdle so he can land in an athletic position, nice and soft. Arms up, down, up. Good. So I'm making this technically a little bit harder of him by reducing the amount of counter movement here. To change this to make it more force production here is now he gets a counter movement. So he's just going to reach down, snap down, and get up as quick as he can. He's creating more force into the ground. He's ultimately going to get up even higher. But again, he's got to earn the right to handle this much more force. So let's do that again here. Snap it down, get up as high as you can here. Down. Good, and you can see he can travel a lot higher than he needs to. But again, this is not about how high you go. It's about how soft that he can absorb this. Okay, ready? Arms up, down. Good. Okay, so without changing any of the landing mechanics, how can I make that one just a little bit more complicated? I can involve now a lateral aspect to it. So if I end up taking a hurdle, I can get him on the sides here. If I give him a little target, now he's got to change the angle that he's jumping here, okay? So he's going to start off to the side. He's gonna rip it down here. Stick, jump up and over, and jump on up. So now he's earned the right because I know how his squatting pattern is. I know when we start to go into the step downs, he's not caving in. Does he own that position when we start changing laterally? So once we start doing some of these lateral hops and we start changing, if he's not buckling in, there's a very good chance that he can handle this drill here, okay? So let's start on the side, arms up. Rip down, lateral hop over, and jump up. Ready? Down. Up. Good. Good solid landing here. And what I like about that is very light ground contact right here. We're getting up, hitting the triple extension. Let's do it again. And if you want to make this a little harder, we can push him out a little bit more here. Do it again. Ready? Down. Good. Now that was a perfect example here. I would tell him, just for safety's sakes, make sure the heel's not off, land 100% on the box, just in case these boxes tip. So that was a great example. Thank you for giving me that one. Okay. Now changing this. If I want to make this a little bit more complicated for him, on this angle here, is I'm not going to have him stick here. He's going to rip down, touch, go. Okay. Give me one rep. Down. Do that one again, but go faster. Yep. Down. Good. Okay, so now I got lateral forces to linear forces. Now I have one more, and I want to go into the rotation here. Okay, so I'm going to take these away. And what I'm going to do is, to start off, is I'm going to have them in place, and we're going to face this way. We're going to rip down, stick here. Okay, jump up here, okay? He's got to have control of these quarter turns, sticks, that he's not going to cave in, he's not going to wiggle here, okay? Now just giving a box here, it gives him a target that he's got to jump higher, more force production out of it. So you'll start to see if he starts to break down or not. Let's give that a try here, okay? So face this way here, rip it down as you turn, go quick on the jump here, okay? Ready? Arms up. Down. Sorry. Turn on the ground.
Turn first.
Yeah, turn on the ground. Show off. Ready? Okay. Arms up. Down. Go. Good. And then just make it quicker.
This is not high.
It doesn't have to be. No. It can be if we're making it more aggressive. Down. Good. So he's on balance. And what I like about that is he's making good, clean jumps here. I know that this turn here, he's got ownership of it because he's jumping straight. If he's jumping and he is breaking down, if I'm jumping towards you guys and he's still turning, his jump is going to take him just off to the side. He's got a lot of control on this landing. I know that that output is because of the input that's coming on the landing right here. You want to do one more? Okay. And let's do this one, the quarter turn. Let's do it aggressively. Okay, so we're getting 2 jumps out of this here. Okay, ready? Arms up, down, up, get up. Good. Again, we just changed the amount of force that he's got to produce. He could handle that because of how strong he is. Now, if I want to make that even harder, instead of doing a 90-degree turn, I would ask him to do a 180 turn. Okay, you want to give that one shot? You showed off earlier. Show off again. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Down. Up. Good. Again, great landing. Again, you're not going to do that one. That's going to be progressed a lot of ways. But again, you can start to see a lot of the buildups that we did earlier. We're still following the same type of buildups. We don't have to get overly complicated on this one. We're getting the output of the force production, and we're killing the load when he's landing on this one. Okay, so those would be the plyos that we're going through.